Hey, how's it going, everyone? I just want to do a quick review while we got the sunset going down on these jump packs slash air compressors I have on top of my wing there. And I just zoomed out for my car. I kind of just want to quick talk about my Evo 9. This is a little Mitsubishi all-wheel drive turbocharged mountain car I use. And this thing has 231,000 miles. So I drive quite a bit. This is actually my second one. Oh, sorry, this is my third one. I have two Evo 9s right now. But yeah, I drive a lot, especially in the middle of nowhere, in the desert too. My mom lives in the desert, so I go out there. And yeah, I just see a lot of issues with, tires and sometimes dead batteries. And I always, have something like this in my trunk. So for emergencies, it's nice to have, yeah. But let's take a look at the setups. I have 3 laid out on the wing and 1 on top of the trunk. So the one on top of the trunk is I've had for, you can see it's beat up. I've had for about 4 years, and it's by Everstart, and this is like a Walmart brand, so really reliable. I can't say anything bad about it. I have nothing but good things to say. The only time I didn't have this one work was when there's a car battery that was just completely dead, and I think actually it was a truck battery, if I recall. But yeah, every other time, jumps, no issues. I use it a lot for the air compressor because I'm always resetting the tires for my Evo, and it warms up, and I like to have the correct PSI. All 3 of these were sponsors, and yeah, I've had them for a while now, so I thought I'd compare them. Now, it's tough to do a comparison test when it comes to like jumps, because once you jump a car, usually the battery is good to go and ready to turn on, so it's hard to duplicate that test. And I did another test where I was just kind of doing the tire inflating individually, so you can see that in another video. But this one's just kind of comparing like some of the specs and the different things they offer. So, but one of the things I want to talk about, the specs looking out. So we'll start with the AS Max. The smallest one is a 3008 or 3000 amp, 150 psi, 9 liter gas slash 6.5 liter diesel up to those. And then on the car zip is a 6000 amp, 160 psi, all gas slash 12 liter diesel. And then on the Rickwit is a 6000 amp, 150 psi, 9 liter gas, and 7.5 diesel. So this one looks like a flashlight. Oh, another thing, they all have the same thing when it comes to jump pack, air compressor, lights, a flashlight, and power bank. And I think that's, yeah, those are all the things that they're identical. So but yeah, those are the specs on this one. If you want to know this one you actually have to go to the store, or I guess you can buy it on their website too. But this one is a 16,000 amp, 120 psi max, and you just can see the size. Over the years, things got smaller, more compact, more powerful, which is really nice. And just looking at some of the accessories while we turn these on. Actually, let me turn this one on because that one has 2 bars. Let's turn this one on, and then let's turn, they might turn off actually. After a while they just turn off. But looking at this one, really I absolutely love this style of hose for your air compressor. It comes with the similar cables they all come with, and then a charger and a couple bits to charge or to inflate balls like soccer ball, football. This one, again, similar cables, but this one has a connect or push and then connect that way. Has some gloves, charger there, and a couple bits to inflate balls as well. Both of these have hard cases, which I really love. This one has a soft case. Not that there's any issue, but it can get banged up if you're not careful. But clearly you can see I banged this thing up like left and right, no issues, and I've had it for so many years. So that's not a complete negative, but this is definitely a positive feature. So, and then this one has the push style cable or style air compressor hose, and then it has similar cables to the jumps, charger, and the bits. I think they're all identical on that one too. Going back to the AS Max, as you can see, it does have multiple features. I think they all have similar features. Of course, let's turn on the light. That's what I want to show you guys. It's hard to, but yeah, pretty bright. nice and small. This is probably the smallest one compared to all of them, I would say. And you're able to switch between the motorcycle or the car, motorcycle, bicycle, ball. I think that's the universal one. And then back to car, up and down, raise the PSI. Turn it on there. And then that changes between bar, KPA, kg/cm. And then of course in the States we use PSI. And once you connect it, oh yeah, you're able to do different modes, flashing modes. Once you connect it on the side there with the cables or the jump pack, if you're using it for that, you'll hear it click usually, and then just hop in the car and crank it. So going to the car zip, and let's turn on the light. Look how bright that light is. Similar to like the other ones, you're able to do flashing, just different modes. Very nice. I like the size of these buttons, and yeah, it's just really easy to use, especially at night. The PSI and bar, KPA, kg, they're all similar there. The motorcycle, bicycle, ball, universal, and back to car, same as AS Max. Just the lights are slightly different on that one. And this is my flashlight basically here. The M, you're able to again switch between the different modes: motorcycle, bicycle, ball, and then that was a universal one. That one's kind of back to car. So PSI, coverage, raise and lower it. Let's turn on the flashlight. Look at that bad boy. Dang, by far wins the brightest. And I'll show you guys that one too. Yeah, so this one wins as far as the brightness goes. And then PSI, bar, KPA, kg/cm, again similar on that end. And then right here is where you connect it. I almost forgot to show you on this one. Right here is where you connect and also use it as a power bank. And right here is where you connect the cables. And on this one, I almost forgot to mention on this one too, right here is where you connect for a power bank. And on the side, I think I mentioned on that one, is where you connect. Flipping over is right here. Where you connect the cables, and yeah, so the back one there. And then the last one, my trusty one, this one you press and hold, I believe, I can't remember, I just leave it on PSI. Oh yeah, lights there. I think this one is just PSI. Yeah. I just connect it and crank it over. And then I turn on the PSI by pressing it in. So yeah, this one's great. Again, I try to compare everything to this because I've just had it for so long. And this is just I wish I can do a long-term test on all these. So I'll try to use them more often. So if anything does come up, but I never had issues. You really use them for the air compressor. That's probably where I use the most. Any of the jump packs or the dual jump pack / air compressors I have. Well, not the jump, yeah, dual jump pack / air compressors I have, or the air compressors I use just in general. But that's pretty much it, guys. Good luck. Whatever one you get, I think it's important to have. Again, it's a great gift too if you know somebody that's that drives a lot, that goes on road trips, works on cars, all that stuff. And yeah, looking at the Evo again. I don't think I showed you the front. Let's look at the front. It needs a paint job. It sees a lot of dirt, a lot of rocks. And this is an opposite of a show car. Show car is really nice and pretty, and this is just a straight grunt. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys, and take care.